Welcome to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage, and today we're going to be having a look at Bitcoin. It's continuing to drop down here, and we're going to be discussing where we think this is going. Okay, so let's get into the price action. So what we're looking for here, primarily what we were talking about yesterday, is looking for that possibility of having a fourth wave to the downside. So we were talking about potential targets towards this 29,358. Still looking for this possibility of us to come down here, potentially looking for this lower region, or even possibly retesting this low here of this 29641. So we're going to discuss a couple of options within here and have a look at where we think this is going. So what we're looking for within this is I am just on being mindful that we could be seeing something like a triangle playing out here. So, it is possible we could say that this could be A, B, C, D, E, and then we look to break to the upside. If this is the case, I wouldn't really want to see this break down past this 30,120 range. And what we'd want to see is, see this move make another three wave leg to the downside and then start a new five wave move to the upside, in which case, we'd be looking for something like this to start developing to the upside. And basically, if that was the case, this would change this target slightly because we were talking about that potential of coming down lower here. So, if we had to complete here, I'd be looking for possibly a five-wave move up towards this 31525 to this 31199 region. So if we do find support here on this trend line, there is the potential to break to the upside. The problem is we could also have this in a different way. This could be A, B, C, D. We come and form another three-wave move up potentially and then break to the downside where this becomes a B wave triangle C. So this is the two things that I'm currently looking out for at the moment within this. There is the potential that we could have actually completed the fourth already here. If we want to treat this as a three-wave move to the downside here, where we look at this potentially as just A, B, and C, which in which case, we could be starting this move to the upside. So how would that look if it plays out? So the way that I'd be looking at that is if we're looking for a direct breakout to the upside here, what I'd be looking for is something like this. So we were talking about this yesterday. We need to really get back above this zone of this 30,775. Otherwise, it becomes more likely, in my opinion, that we're going to go down. But nevertheless, it is still possible we could see something like this progress to the upside, but we wouldn't really want to lose this zone of this 30,099. We've already come down into this area, so what I'd want to see is this move starting to develop and looking for this target of this 31,154. If we fail to take this high, we need to just be aware that there is always that potential that we could be looking for that lower target of that fourth wave. And what they would be looking for would be something like this rather. So these are the things that we just need to be a little bit patient with here and see how exactly this plays out. So within this structure, I'm just going to remove this and I'm going to remove this one as well. Basically, what we're looking for is that potential off of this high. I've measured this down, this 29,577. So this could be still an area we are looking to come back down into. It is possible that this B wave is still in progress. Alternatively, we could be starting it from here. It is very overlapping though, so it wouldn't really make sense in that regard. I would possibly rather think that it's likely we're going to see an additional push to the upside here first. So if we do push to the upside, one of the targets that we can have, given the current structure, would be this zone here of this 30,756. So we're going to have to see. Obviously, we need to watch this low. If we start breaking down below this low, it's possible that we could already be, starting a move down towards this zone of this 29,577. So this would bring us back into that support zone that we were talking about, and possibly looking for that possibility, of coming back down here towards this lower range of this 293,353. One thing we are also looking out for is if we do break down deeper, our sort of last zone of defense I'd be looking for is this 28,454. If we start to lose this lower range here, it becomes more likely that this move is starting to break down in a much bigger way. So this is what we need to just be careful of in the shorter term here. Basically, any kind of a move up towards this 30,777 without breaking these highs of this 31K. we need to just be careful that this could be looking for an additional move down here. So some key zones would be this 29,734 to this 29,353. If we break down deeper though, this 28,454 would be the sort of cutoff point where I'd be looking at the possibility of continuation to the upside. If we start to break down below this point, it becomes more likely we have a the more bearish scenario playing out. And what we were talking about with that, I'm just going to go over that quickly, is that rather than looking at this move as a impulse to the upside, we could have a bigger flat corrective move here, where this becomes A, this becomes a B wave, and then we actually break down in a 5-wave move for a C wave. So we are looking out for this. For as long as we hold this low of this 31,000, we need to just be on the lookout for this. But really, as long as we hold support above those key levels we talked about, we can look for that continuation. So how would this look if we start to break down? So obviously, this would be very early analysis of it. What I would be looking for would be something like this. And that's where that rejection area comes into play again. Basically, we wouldn't want to lose this, well, we wouldn't want to, we would want to get back above this 30,777. This is slightly out, but this 30,777, because otherwise we could still see something like this play out. Now, it is possible. We could argue that, within here we have a wave two somewhere. If this is a triangle, it can't be an impulse. So that's just one thing we need to be careful of. But, it is possible within here that with this could actually have something like this rather, where we have a 1, 2, and we got potentially another 1 and a 2 here, and then we start to break down much deeper, looking for this target of this 28,965. So if we do break down this low, then I'd be looking for additional fourth and fifth wave here, which could look to bring us back into this zone of this 28,818 to this 28,587. So really, until we take this high again, we need to just be aware of this, where we could see this breakdown into these lower ranges here. And yeah, this would then potentially this could then potentially be either just a running flat where we actually fall short, where this becomes A, this becomes B. We have a really short C wave here. Or alternatively, this could become something like a wave 1. We get a wave 2 up, we get a 3 down, 4, and a 5. And this could actually bring us back down into some of these lower key zones here. And then this would be the problem with this is if we did form a bigger corrective move like this, it would then make me look at this move rather as a 1, looking for a 2, and then looking for that possibility of that move to the upside here. The alternative way we've also discussed this is we need to just be careful. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as a triangle within this area, in which case that would indicate we'd have a much deeper corrective move. So I'm going to go over those lower support zones individually. So if we complete into this high here, where we actually have this as a bigger flat correction playing out, what I would be looking for as a target potentially would be between this 25,060 to this 23,904. If, however, this is an extended wave 1 and we have this move completed into the high over here, basically what I would be looking for then is this target would be slightly different. We'd be looking for this to either become or this would have to then become an A wave if that's the case. And then we'd be looking for potential support to come in between this 26,000 and this 21,593. So really, I would, if this is going to be an A, B, and a C back to the downside, something like that, I would be probably more inclined to think it would be coming towards this 24,627 to this 21,593. So this is just some background stuff that we're keeping an eye on. As long as we do continue to hold that bullish potential, so those support zones, we can continue to look for that continuation to the upside. But really, primarily, I wouldn't want to lose this zone of this 29,358. If we start to break down below this, need to be very careful because that puts us quite close to the to that idea of forming this bigger fifth wave move. So we can see here, obviously, this would be that 28,965. So that's why it's important that we don't really lose this 29,358 area, because otherwise we do have that possibility of starting to form this bigger breakdown here. So that's what we want to see. Basically, a three-wave move down into the support zone and looking for that continuation to the upside. If we do find support down here towards this 29,358, uh, that would push this target area up towards this 32K region to this 31,402. However, if we only came down to that 382, which would actually be a retest of these lows, then that would bring it up towards this 31,800 to this 31,306. So this is going to be a key area we're going to be looking for if we do look to push to the upside. But really, we need to get back above this high and invalidate that possibility of starting to form, a bigger move to the downside here, which is just as when we were looking for these moves to the upside, we can still be looking to set a series of ones and twos to the upside, and then looking to break down in a deeper way. So the key area here that we're looking for more confidence within this count would be this 31,780 region. It is possible if we do move up here one more time for a fifth, that could then just be completed into this high, and then we could be looking at something like this, where this is 1, 2, this all becomes 3. We get another fourth and a fifth, and then this pushes us up higher here. The bigger target we're looking for here for confirmation is obviously a lot higher than that, and that is looking for this zone here of this 35,192 to this, and then this even bigger move here would be this 38,750. So there's quite a long way to go here. We'd expect to see some extensions playing out within this structure if we are going to get up there. So that's why we need to just be on the lookout for those possibilities of extension here, looking to push this up into those higher ranges. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below. Also in the description, you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out. It is free to join. As well as that, you will find affiliate links for both BT and BYBIT down there. Both great exchanges we use on a regular basis. If you do not have an account, using the affiliate link does help support the channel, and we do appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.